My beautiful friends, my name is Charlie, and today's video I wanted to do something really lighthearted and fun. If someone happens to have done this before I explain, I will definitely credit their channel down below. I'm sure at some point someone has done this. If not, then I guess I'm the only person that's done it so far, and I would love to see response videos or some comments down below as to what your products would be. So I thought it would be fun to share the 10 makeup products I would bring with me to a deserted island. Not that you would need makeup on a deserted island, but if you could only pick 10 products to take with you for the rest of your life, these would be it. It was not easy picking these 10 products, but I thought to myself, what is something I always go back to? What are my tried and true? What are things I use on a daily basis when I'm not doing like a super glammed up look? And these are it. These are my favorite products. These are the products I even use when I am getting super duper glam. So I thought I would share my little secrets with you, and I would love to know what your 10 products would be, or a video in response to this. It would be amazing to see these, but definitely make sure you let me know that you did it, or tag me in your videos so I can watch it for you and subscribe to you, or just comment down below. I would love to see that. So before we get started, my name is Charlie. I do lifestyle videos. I love fashion. Fashion's my favorite. I love encouraging plus size women. I love encouraging all women, men, everybody. I love that there is such a heavy, beautiful plus size community in here that supports people. I love makeup, lifestyle. I love home decor, everything, animals, food, whatever you can think of, I love doing. So if this all seems interesting to you, I would love for you to stick around, subscribe. So let's get on to my 10 products let's get on to the 10 products I would take with me to a deserted island. If this was it, these were all I could pick, these are it. Okay, so the very first thing, I'm just gonna kind of go in no order. These are the same products. I was just gonna tell you what the two colors I love, and it is the Fenty Beauty Foundation. I feel like this is the most incredible foundation, and I use color 190 or 185. These are my winter shades. I can definitely go up a little darker in the summer, but these generally are the two shades that fit me the best. I literally have an unopened package. An unopened one I got at the 20% off sale when Sephora ran them. These are the most beautiful, full coverage, but you definitely could maybe shear it down a little bit. I have never applied this where it didn't look incredible. I'm wearing it today. I always go back to it. I think the price point for a high-end foundation is not too terrible. I think they're right around $38, but I would definitely try to stock up on these when they do their 20% off sale on Sephora. I love Fenty's brand. I love more than anything over all of it that they have such an incredible shade range for every skin tone, literally more than you could even imagine. And I think that is how every foundation should be. Every makeup brand should cater to every single person, of the fairest of fair to the most beautiful deep skin tones, should be able to find a foundation that matches them. These are the best. Now, I tried the Fenty Glow, I think it is, Pro Filter Hydrating Long Wear Foundation, and I didn't like this one. So I use this as more of a mixer. So when my skin seems to be a little dry, I'll just add a pump of this, but on its own, it just did not work for me. Not that it's a bad product. Many people love it. For me, it just didn't work. But when I tell you this is the most incredible foundation, if anything from this video you take away, it's this. This is gorgeous. Okay, so this is a recent find, but I find myself just obsessed with it. Now, I no longer wear false lashes. I used to be somebody that wore them every single day. I have naturally really, really nice lashes. I don't know if you can tell because my eyeshadow is so dark, but I naturally have quite long and full lashes. I remember I was out with a couple friends and she was like, oh, my daughter loves eyelash extensions. She's like, and you know how it is. She's like, they're not my favorite, but I can see you wear them. I was like, no, these are my natural lashes. And I can say that it is attributed to the Benefit Bad Girl Bang mascara. This mascara is a game changer. It is a little pricey, but sometimes you can get it in like a 3-pack with their like, sometimes you can get it in a 3-pack with their Real Magnetic and the Roller Lash. These are good. There's nothing wrong with those, but this is stand out, especially for like your lower lashes. And if you're somebody who struggles with maybe short or not a lot of fullness. I feel like this gives you both. First of all, the wand is incredible. It is so dark. And I feel like this type of wand reminds me a little bit of the L'Oreal, the thin one from L'Oreal. I can't remember off the top of my head, but this is so, so good. I feel like it's volumizing. I feel like it is lengthening, especially lengthening, but sometimes like when you get a lengthening mascara, it won't always be voluminous. I feel like sometimes with mascaras, you either have one or the other. You don't get the volume and you don't get the length together. But in my opinion, this does it all. I think that it's really, really good. The price point isn't terrible for a high-end mascara. Now, I am somebody who I only buy drugstore mascara. Tried and true. There's too many good drugstore mascaras out there. I love the Sky High. I love anything from Maybelline, anything for L'Oreal. That are my two go-to mascaras. I've never went wrong with any of theirs. I'm not too much a CoverGirl mascara just because I really haven't tried them too much, but this changed the game for me. I never was somebody who bought high-end mascara, but I definitely recommend this. This is great. Just kind of sticking with the eyes, this is amazing. And this is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster Waterproof Ultra Fine Liquid Eyeliner. I'm somebody who, for the last 2 years, I used to go back and forth with eyeliner, but for the last 2 years, I've worn it every day. I do have slightly hooded eyes, or more than slightly hooded, but I just love the look of eyeliner, and I think if you do it correctly, it can look great on anyone. Now, I was somebody who was ride or die for the Kat Von D locket. I used to love that, and then there was one from the brand NYC. I don't know if they even make that brand anymore, sadly. It was the most pigmented black liner that I had ever used, but they discontinued it. And I tried all different kinds. I tried the Wet n Wild one. I went through them all. I love the one from Maybelline that was the stiletto. But I had watched a girl on here that recommended this highly, said it lasts. And when I tell you, I can get about 5 to 6 months out of this. I am not joking you. And I use it probably 6 days a week, maybe 7 if I'm having like a week where I wear makeup every day and they do not dry out. And it is $10. It has the most beautiful felt tip, brush tip. I'm not exactly sure. They do have them in 2 different ones. This one is in the blackest black. This is waterproof, and I think I don't know if they come without waterproof, but you definitely want the waterproof one. It is not hard to get off. It does not run. I'm somebody with allergies, so I have watery eyes, and this one has never done me wrong. This is incredible. I love the packaging. It looks high-end. It's like a heavier pen. It's nice to hold. I feel like it's like the size of a pen, so it's really, really gives you a lot of control. I love this one. I never find that it frays, but I also am very careful when I put it back in the lid to prevent any fraying. I love this. It glides on. I shake it once and I apply it to both eyes. Like I said, it lasts me roughly, I'm going to say anywhere 5 to 6 months. So if you go through to a year, that's $20 for your eyeliner, and that's the price of one eyeliner. So you get 2 for 1. I think it's incredible. I highly recommend it if you're looking for it. And I love the brand Physicians Formula. I think they are so good. And I've never really tried anything from them that I didn't love. So the next thing I'm going to recommend that I would take with me to a deserted island that I cannot live without, that I will 100% be repurchasing, is from Fenty. This is also from Fenty Beauty. I think Fenty Beauty is incredible. I love, love, love this brand, and it's called Sun Stalker. So what actually made me pick this up was I was looking for a more warm tone bronzer. I know people go more cool when they're contouring. I don't contour my face too often. Maybe if I'm going to like a wedding or something special, like I have my daughter's military ball in March, I might contour a little bit. But I don't love the way cool tone contours or bronzers look on me. I feel like they always pull very purple, which might happen to some people. I don't know why it does it to me, but it's always so ashy. It makes me look gaunt and dead. I used to love the Kat Von D Shade and Lights palette, but I just don't like the cool tones on me. They always look gray and purple, and it's just not for me. I also have a very neutral undertone, so I don't really pull pink or too warm. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. So when I found this, I am obsessed. This is so good. I have had this now for about 6 months and I'm just now hitting pan. I tell you, I use it every day. It looks super duper natural. I use it up on here. I contour my nose a little bit with it. I love using it for under my chin. This is beautiful. Look how beautiful it is. It's so creamy, and but it is a powder, but it's still like creamy, and it is so bronzy, and it looks like you've been sitting on the beach all day. This is beautiful. This works when I am super duper tan, or even when I'm super fair. It's buildable, is what I love the most, so it doesn't go on like bam, super crazy. I love this. The price is amazing for a high-end bronzer. I love it, and the packaging is super duper chic. It's like that octagon packaging. It's this beautiful light gold, and it just has the white letters. It's really dirty. Love this bronzer. Again, it's Sun Stalker. Recommended highly. I would be taking this to me and I would take this with me and look like a bronze goddess on that deserted island. So I really love this bronzer. So the next thing I'm going to recommend that I would take with me is so old. This has been around forever, and I think people kind of overlook it for the Maybelline Fit Me Powders. For some reason, the Maybelline Fit Me loose powders make my eyes water. I know people like the Laura Mercier, I believe, loose powder, but to me, this is $6 at Walmart. And it is the Maybelline Shine Free Loose Powder, and this is in the color 01. Now, the reason I actually picked this up was my great-grandmother used to use something super duper similar. I know she used the Coty Airspun. I think that's the name of it, the one that has that very heavy scented of like perfume. I can't do it. It's a little too irritating for me. I know it's a great powder, I just can't. So this was something that I also remember her using, because for some reason I remembered the navy blue packaging. So I picked it up on a whim about 5 years ago, and I have been repurchasing it ever since. It is so good for your under eyes. It sets my T-zone well. I never have to reapply. I barely ever have to go in and blot and then reapply it. It is so good. I use it to set my eyeshadow, well, like my eyelids for eyeshadow, all over the face. I love this. It is great, and the price point is perfect. They have not the best shade range. This one is light, but I don't notice there's any like color payoff. What I use it for is to just set everything in place. So if you're interested in maybe picking it up, I definitely recommend it to you. I personally really love it. Now, this blush, I've had it probably way longer than I should. I'm going to say probably 3 years. Not so much a stickler when it comes to my powder products. I know there's dates on makeup. If it starts to smell or turn, I usually get rid of it, especially like lipsticks and cream products. But I just can't part with this, and I don't even know where to find it. I'm gonna look online and try to link it. It's in a BoxyCharm, and it's from the brand Note, and it's Desert Rose 05. I'm telling you, unless I'm wearing pink, this is the blush I wear. I have recommended this in favorites videos. I have recommended this in makeup videos, anything you can think of. This is the best, most beautiful blush I have ever used. Now, I'm telling you, I have used this every day for 3 years, with the exception of a few times that I've worn pink. This is the blush I go to, and when I tell you, it doesn't even look like it's been used. My sister borrows it. This is the most perfect neutral peach blush I have ever used. I mean, maybe it's a little more coral, but it pulls very peachy on me, and it's just stunning. It's perfect. I don't know much about the brand, so I don't know what the price point is. I will link it down below for you. I do remember that there was one other color. Maybe they branched out a little more, but this is the most gorgeous blush. I am somebody that can overdo it very easily with blush. I love the way it looks. I love bringing it up here in my apples. I love doing different styles with my blush, bringing it more up as like a heavy contour. I love putting it on the tip of my nose, my forehead. I am somebody who can get very heavy-handed and overdo it very easily with blush, and this one allows me to do it. Now, it's super duper pigmented, don't get me wrong. Like I said, you can overdo it very easily, but it blends out like a dream. So if you think you put a little too much on, you take a little powder or a little blush, a little bit of a clean brush, and you can brush it right away, and it will just blend in seamlessly and gorgeous. So I definitely recommend this one from Note, and it's in Rose Desert if you're looking for a new blush. I mean, look how pigmented and gorgeous. I know it's pulling orange, but it's definitely more of a neutrally peach color. Okay, so this is not a makeup product, but it definitely goes. This one is not a makeup product, but it is something that I feel like every woman that wears makeup daily needs, and it's a game changer. Don't know why I waited so long to get one. My sister gifted this to me because she wasn't going to use it, and it's called a Shadow Switch Makeup Brush Cleaner. Okay, so this is the lazy girl's dream. I can't wash my brushes all the time. I don't have time to sit there. It takes me about 2 hours to do it. Typically, I'll put a podcast on and I'll go through and wash my brushes. But if you are somebody like me who just needs it really, really quick, if you needed to, I don't know how this works wet, but like here, I mean, this brush is pretty stained, but like I just will quick. I mean, everyone's seen these, and it gives me enough of a like break where I can reuse this brush a couple more times. I'm somebody who loves to wear bright colors, so in between I might not realize it, and boom, I have a big mess on my hands because there was black on a brush and I didn't know. Typically I'll kind of go like this with my brush. If I ever thought there was something on it, I'll kind of go like this and try to lighten the load a little bit and take off a little bit of the color so I don't make such a big mess. But this is incredible. I use it in between colors. I even use it like so. Say I put on this bright pink today and I needed to take a little bit of the color and pigment off of my brush just to blend it. So I go in with this color switch. They are so inexpensive. I think they're like $4 at like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Walmart. They come in this nice little tin, and I believe cleaning them are super duper easy. Yep, to reuse the Shadow Switch sponge, wash it with soap and water and allow it to dry. I love this little tin. I love that if in between, if you're again a lazy girl like me, you just swap it over, and then you have another couple of weeks where you can just clean your brushes. Tell me if you use these. Tell me why I waited so long to use these. Incredible. I could never live without this again. I use this every day since I've gotten it. The next thing I'm going to recommend, the packaging is different, but the product is the same, and it's Ofra Feeling Myself Highlight Palette. I have recommended this in favorites. I probably recommended this more than anything. It is my favorite. What I love about it, number one, is the size of the pans. I feel like someday I might be able to use this product up and I don't feel wasteful. They give you Blissful, Pillow Talk, Rodeo Drive, and this is incredible. So if you're on that desert island and you want to impress like a little mermaid boy, let me tell you something. You put this on your collar, a little bit on your throat, some on your nose and your cheekbones, all over the legs. This is so beautiful, and Ofra is incredible. I feel like they can cater to many, many different skin tones. These are beautiful. So you have this gorgeous, gorgeous gold. I mean, look at that. That's insane. That is insane. It's like foiled, but it doesn't cling to your pores or like dry patches. I've never had an issue. Then you have this beautiful, beautiful champagne, and then you have another gorgeous gold. Typically what I do is I just mix them all together and I'm good to go. I love this palette, and I can't say more. I cannot say anything better about this. Get it. It's incredible. You will not be disappointed. If you are looking for like a metallic, wet, foiled highlighter, which I don't know if it's still like trendy to wear highlighters like that, but I still love it. I can't get out of it. I love highlights. I recommend it. Again, Ofra Feeling Myself is the perfect highlighter. For lipstick, this is just the best lipstick I've ever found, and it's Anniversary from Huda Beauty. I know these are pricey. I know these can run you very, very expensive, but look how gorgeous it is. It doesn't pull too pink. It doesn't pull too warm. It is this neutral, amazing Anniversary from Huda Beauty. I could not live without this. I love it. I would take this to a deserted island. It looks gorgeous on the lips. I probably wear this 4 days a week. I love it so, so much. We'll be repurchasing it till she doesn't make it anymore. That's how much I love it. The very last product I would take with me to a deserted island might not make everybody happy. It is a palette, but this is my palette that is my ride or die. I love it more than anything. I would never give it up. I will repurchase it forever. And it is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, the #1 OG palette. It is filthy, please excuse it, but it is my favorite. I use this all the time. It is filthy. I love it more than anything. There is so many things that you can do with this palette. It blends like a dream. It has, I mean, you could use this as a highlighter if you needed to. It just has such beautiful, like color payoff. It is perfect. It blends gorgeous. I think this is the perfect palette for a beginner, a makeup artist, and then you even can break it up in little quads if you wanted to. I just think it's absolutely perfect. And there's not one color that I haven't dipped into. Obviously this is like my favorite because it's so close to my skin tone and it just blends like a dream. I just recently bought the Volume 2 palette. That's what I used today for these pink and black on my eyes, and I am obsessed with it. I'm not thrilled with the shimmer in the palette, but the mattes are incredible. This one, the matte and the shimmer are incredible. This is my ride or die. I could not go anywhere without this. I would travel with this and chance it breaking because I love it that much. And this is my number 10, what I would bring with me to a desert island if I had to pick 10 makeup products. So if you enjoyed this, I would love for you to stick around and subscribe. I hope this brought a little entertainment and fun into your life. It was just something silly. I just wanted to recommend some of these products for you. These are my 10 favorite makeup products of all time. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it down below. I will link all these down below for you, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.